Dude, it's great to talk to you again. I don't want to
You
spoil
too, man.
this season's going to make some vegans pretty mad.
It really is just a waste.
No, my first question to you though is, I want to know, do you keep up with the fan theories online about what's happening on the show? And if so, have you seen anyone who's guessed correctly what's happening?
So, number one, I won't know what's happening like that. Like if they did guess it, I won't even know because I don't know because I don't want to know. I don't have John tell. I don't know. I don't want to know. And so no. That being said, I don't follow too many of the fan theories. I try to be as open to whatever's happening as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like I just yeah, I just try to try to find a way to make sure Boyd just responds the way that Boyd might respond without any other noise. And my head can get kind of noisy. You know, we've talked before. It can.
Dude, I'm right there with you, man. It won't shut up in here.
So, yeah.
Now you've been stuck in prison in Oz. You know, you've been stuck on an island and lost. Now you're stuck in this small town and from. What is it about these confined, high stakes settings that draws you to these sorts of roles? And how does your experience from those past shows influence your portrayal of Boyd?
So, you know, the thing that's been really lucky about all of those shows is that they've all had amazing writers. Tom Fontana and Damon Lindelof, and now John Griffin, like all really amazing writers. And what they write really well are human beings, right? What they're really able to do is like stay away from caricatures, and they're looking for real responses to things. And so in those places, for instance, in Oz, knew a lot of people who'd been to prison for long times, short times, stuff like that, and what can happen to you and what can happen to your mind in there. And so those choices that people make, you know, when those people said to me, "Yo, that I've seen that before. I know that feeling," then that makes me feel really, really great that I'm actually doing the job because I'm really trying to explore you know, the range of human possibility within my work. And
Yeah.
so Oz gave me a really good foundation of trying to find the human being. Lost took it to another place because Lost, we just didn't know what the hell was ever happening, ever. So it's like being able to still try to be grounded was really good. And so now, and from where we also don't know a lot about what's going on, I feel like all those things help me make Boyd as grounded as possible without ever getting, you know, too caught up in any kind of you know, stereotype or archetype of a character, archetype of a sheriff or archetype of the guy who saves the town. If I save the town, I don't even actually know. And so I can just stay grounded in the person that Boyd Stevens is and what he's trying to achieve. And that's
I'm glad you brought that up too, because, Boyd's leadership, has always been central to the story. But after the events of last season, how does he view his role in the town going forward? And will we see any changes in his leadership style? Because I feel like I'm seeing that Boyd getting like more empathetic, for example.
yeah, you know what? I think sometimes he is, but I think this season, the town is just messing with him, man. Like the town is just relentlessly just poking him like a bully, just all the time in his chest. And so I think at the end of last season, he was questioning his own brain. And I think when we start up in this next season, the questions become bigger and not so much about his brain, but about his leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this right? Am I doing this right? And then doggedly going, yes, I am, and then being wrong. So it's gonna be a lot of that.
I want to talk too about you saying you're trying to tap into the humanity of it. I got to say, at the end of the first episode, and I won't spoil anything, but something horrible happens. And instead of the audience seeing the violence, the camera stays on your face, right? As Boyd watches. And it's just a masterclass, dude. You're so good. For a scene like that, how thorough of an explanation do they give you about what Boyd's watching and how he's feeling in that moment?
They gave me a lot of they told me a lot about what he was watching, and then I had to take those ideas and switch them into things that I could actually see. Do you know what I mean? Things that I could actually imagine, because we're in a place with creatures that are unimaginable. So then I have to transfer that into something that not only I imagine, maybe have even seen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And been through it to give you the idea that what he's seeing is this treatment. And so it was it was pretty wild. And yeah, that's just a small piece of the 2 hours we were there doing that. You know what I mean? Let's try it again. Let's think about this.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. Now, do you ever get sick of nerds like me telling you that you as Mercutio is the greatest Shakespearean performance of all time? Does that ever get old?
Yeah, you know what? I get tired of hearing that you're really good in a role that really hard to do. Don't tell me anymore, man. Just that's enough, Chris. For real.
I feel like I got to bring it up every time I talk to you. It's like one of my all-time favorite performances. I love it so much.
Nice,
God, dude, I think you're one of the best actors to ever live, to be honest.
Chris, that's really nice of you, man. That's nice, brother.
Dude, I'm not even bullshitting. I mean it. Now, this is something that always fascinates me, but has there ever been any role for whatever reason you turned down and then later you saw it and wish that you'd done it?
I don't know if there's any I turned down. There's one that I thought I was sure I was the dude. And then when I saw it, I was like, nah, it wasn't me. And it's Jeffrey Wright doing Basquiat. I was sure, I was positive, and I talked to Schnabel a couple of times. Like I auditioned a couple of times, and I was positive. And they were like, they hired Jeffrey. I was like, I mean, good luck. I mean, no, he's good, but good luck. And then I saw it, I was like,
but is he Mercutio?
No, Jeffrey is so good as Basquiat. I was just like, oh shit. Never mind. I should go back and rethink this. I should rethink this whole career choice.
Sir, it's such a pleasure getting to talk to you again. Thank you very much for your time. I
always love talking to you, Chris, man.
All right, dude. See you for the next one. All right.
All right, man. Next time.